If you don't know what kind of soup to try, do not sit there and just cry. The answer is for you, of course. Just make yourself a bowl of borscht. Borscht. We're gonna make a cold borscht soup. This is the equipment. Word to the wise of the world. Don't buy beets and cook them for borscht. If you're roasting them out there with this, for a beet salad, that's another story. If you're just gonna grind them up in a blender, buy cooked beets. So this is a very nice brand of cooked beets. Je les aime. I'm gonna put them in this bowl. I would wear gloves only because it can stain your hands for a day or 2 days. You can use this to dye your clothes like we used to do when we were hippies at Simon's Rock. Yes, I'm a Simon's Rock graduate. But you can also just buy your clothes already that color. I'm gonna retain one of these to cut into cubes to go on top of our soup. Don't you know? All right, so pour the beet juice from your pre-cooked organic beets. Retain a small one. Put the beets in the blender. Now, what do I have in here? I have some potatoes that I cut into these little squares, and then I boiled them in this for about 7 minutes in warm salted water. Then I drained them and put a cloth over them. So what we have are small al dente potato cubes, which will be a garnish for our borscht, of course. How cute are they? Liquids. Now, if you want to keep it veg, use vegetarian broth. I might put a small amount of vinegar in here, but first of all, I'm just gonna process the beets. Word to the wise. If you eat borscht, remember that you ate borscht because it can cause some alarming colors in your emissions. Just remember, oh yeah, I ate beets. Because if you're crazy enough, you could go to the hospital based on what you see. It's pretty dramatic. So just remember you ate these. Here we go. So we need liquid. I'm gonna hesitate to put water because water, if you have an opportunity to put flavor, you put flavor. So let's see what we have. I'll put a little bit of vermouth in there. This is like, well, it's 18%, but oh well. It's my magic cooking liquid, as you all know. So don't worry about the color, that's just the air that went in it, okay? I am gonna put a little bit of stock. I wish we had veggie stock. This smells like chicken soup. So it's a brand I use for a lot of stuff, but it's a little too intense. So in this case, I am gonna put a little bit of water. All right. Okay, now it has no seasoning at all right now. So we always begin with salt. A little bit of pepper. I love borscht. Some people hate beets. I don't know why, but some people do. I'm gonna taste it. It's an unfortunate color right now, but that's only because of being whipped into a froth. Totally delicious. Exactly like that. Honestly, it's just a little bit thick. So I'm gonna add a little bit more cold water. If you have an opportunity to not add water, add something else, something with flavor. You can use any broth you want to loosen it. Oh, that's really good. Okay. I'm very happy with the taste of flavor. Just gonna look at the consistency. Yeah, that's exactly right. You could leave this to settle, the bubbles will come out. It'll be darker red. I am gonna cut up this beet here. It's also a garnish. Okay, I wanna make this really beautiful, so I do a little tiny bâton, but I'm not gonna do bâton. I forget, what are the squares called? Brunier or brunes or something? I'm doing bâtons that I am then cutting into cubes, little tiny cubes. Oh, how cute are those? Now, beautiful shooter, especially if they don't like beets. Put it in a little glass, like a shot glass, and serve it with, caviar, obviously amazing. Serve it with oysters. Serve it with cheese straws or something laying across the top. You know, it's a beautiful little thing. You can keep it in your fridge. It's really good for you. I'm going to do my garnish. Okay. You can do a lot more chunks than this if you want like it to be more of a hearty meal. Honestly, you can make it into stew if you choose. Now I have these lovely sort of al dente potatoes that I'm just going to go like this. I'm sinking some of them, letting the other ones stay on top. Okay. And then I'm going to do a little sour cream and cream swirl. Oh, it's lovely, right? Beautiful. I don't need this much, but I just want to show you how to do it. If you use straight sour cream, it's hard to make the shape. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of cream to that. So what I did was I just kind of made a prettier shape. And then I'm taking a little bit of dried dill. I'm just putting that over the top. Now, it's cold. You can make it hot with pumpernickel bread, toast points, and smoked salmon. Give me a break. That would be a cocktail snack not to be laughed at. And it's really full of good nutrients for you. Just remember that you ate it. You could have a big surprise. Borscht. Just remember, oh yeah, I ate beets.